Hello, progressive woman, and welcome to our space where women like you and I, women who are in our prime, are unblocking, realigning, and progressing our deepest desired lives that we love. And we're doing this by couraging it imperfectly. We keep progressing imperfectly, and even in the area of love. It's so interesting how this area of love really draws us. It's one of the conversations that I've seen and observed that you can be listening to someone's story, someone can be sharing with you about their journey, but when they come to the space where they talk about their love experience or how they fell in love or how in love they are, we lean forward, we incline our ear, we take interest, we sparkle with excitement, and we go like, I mean, we are so drawn in. We want to get into this space. And by the way, as they tell their story, we are thinking it in our heads. We are imagining these fairy dust everywhere and stars and bubbles. It's a beautiful landscape as we listen to this story about love and romance. And I was listening to Diane von Furstenberg's book, which is, I want to show it to you. Here you go. Oops, you can tell, you see nothing because of the light, eh? Okay, I'll tell you what it is. It's I'm listening to an audiobook that is called The Woman I Wanted to Be. The Woman I Wanted to Be by Diane von Furstenberg. And I'm in this session where she talked about love, and what she said really caused me to awaken and go like va 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 boom, cha moment, like cha, you know, fully awake. Why? Because she said that being in love does not mean that we know how to love. And I said, bingo, that's it. That's what our conversation should be about, because women in their prime have been there. We have fallen in love. We have been infatuated. We have been pursued by lovers. We have been in love, but it doesn't mean that we know how to love. Because you see, how to love is a skill. It is, we need tools. We need to know how to do it. It's like someone saying to you, do you know how to write? You have had to teach yourself how to write. You had to go to school. You had to learn. You had to improve your handwriting. You were told this is how you carve a D, a J. You needed to learn it. And even after you learned it, you needed to keep improving on it. Okay? It was something that you learned. And it's the same thing with whether it's language, whether it's how to cook, whether it's how to walk or even how to run. It's something that you practice and become better with time. The more you do it, the better you become. And I think that when it comes to the area of love, it's one of the areas that we neglect the skill and the work needed to learn how to love, to learn how to receive love, and to learn how to be an adult in a love relationship. How do I act? How do I behave? How do I receive? How do I give love? How do I know whether this is love or not? Because listen, love is such an important topic. It's such an important conversation, such an important area of our lives. I say to you, it's one of the things that causes us to incline, to lean forward. It's so interesting that when you see people who are in love, we automatically smile. There's just something about it. When you look at a baby, you just smile because there's something about them that evokes that love that is just so pure. Because you see, love is the creative force. Because God, who is the creator of heaven and earth, is love. That's what my Bible tells me. God is love. So therefore, love is omnipresent. Love is everywhere. And therefore, to lack the skill on how to receive it, how to give it, how to be in it. It's like water, water can be everywhere. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Such who said that quote. But hey, listen, water can be everywhere. But sometimes we don't know how to utilize it. We don't know how to swim. We don't know how to be in the water. It doesn't mean that we can ignore it. And for women in our prime, because of the experiences we've been through, it can cause us to become jaded or to become resigned. For those who are in a marriage, they could become resigned to a technical, mechanical marriage where they say, well, what's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Then for those who are not yet have not yet found or not yet met their significant other, they may say, you know what, love is not for me. What's this? It's not there. I've tried and I'm giving up. I feel like I'm giving up. So it's a resignation in that which way, a resignation to not experience love. It's just to close our doors to love. And so the starting point of this school of learning how to live our deepest desired lives is to identify what that desired life looks like, is to reawaken it, is to get the vision for that deepest desired life. And in that regard, I want to offer you guys guidance and coaching on being able to get clear about your deepest desired life, whether it's been covered by being buried in shame, resentment, or being buried by disappointment and betrayal, because all of those experiences may have buried it way down under. We can cut through all those layers and connect and define and get clear about our deepest desired lives that we love. That's possible. And I want to offer a webinar to a selected group of women. I say selected because not everyone is of the same mind. I want only women who are determined and are in the stage in their lives where they say, you know what, I want to connect with that deepest desired life that I love. And one of, obviously, the obvious qualifier is that you're a woman who is above 40. That's important because that's what I call a woman in her prime, is a woman who's above 40, whether she's in her 40s, 50s, and even 60s. I want to connect with you, my sister. I want us to get clear about what our deepest desired life is. So I'm going to be offering that training come webinar for free, but you need to register. Now, the invitation is going to go out to the people who subscribe to my email list. So you need to go to www.laimanibidali.com and leave your name and email address so that you can receive the invitation to the free webinar. Those who subscribe to my email list are the ones who will receive an invitation to this free webinar on soul desire mapping. So head on over there. I will give you the dates. You'll get all the information once you are in the email list, so that we are not just trying to burden everybody with this soul desire mapping that some of us are in a space of. We desperately need it. We desperately need to reawaken ourselves and connect with our deepest desired lives that we love. Okay. So with that, remember this, that everything that you've been through, even in this area of love, everything that you've been through, every experience, every rise and every fall has prepared you for your next chapter. What you need to do is start where you are. Where you are is in basement 4, or on the flat ground, or on the mountaintop, or in a deep valley, or in a dark space. Start where you are and keep progressing imperfectly, one step at a time, because you, my friend, are a bold, blessed woman. We'll see you next time.